Welcome back to another, it's me, Cam from Cam's Cop, and welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video where today I'll be talking about Kylian Mbappe, Robert Sanchez, Caicedo and all things Chelsea. So if you're new, I'm Cam from Cam's Cop and I do daily Chelsea transfer news videos. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers very soon, so if you could like and subscribe, that'd help me a lot. But without further ado, let's get on the first story. Now, starting off, coming out the blue, talking about Kylian Mbappe. The story of the summer so far is that Al Nassr bid for Mbappe worth up to £1 billion. Although Todd Boehly is, rich money baller, dropping £1 billion on Kylian Mbappe. But we're looking at other ways, so I'm going to go to Duncan Castles, who kind of, broke all these stories, saying Chelsea are attempting to negotiate a class plus player deal to bring Kylian Mbappe to the Premier League this summer. Well, who would the players be? I heard Cucurella's pretty good, Conor Gallagher, yeah, just take him. In all seriousness, no, I don't know what the players plus cash deal is. PSG, they can have any of our players for Mbappe. But more importantly than the cash plus player deal is that PSG have encouraged Chelsea's efforts to sign Kylian Mbappe. PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi has also held direct discussions with Todd Boehly over a potential transfer. Well, I'm not surprised. Don't get too carried away with this because I reckon he's been speaking to loads of clubs. Al Nassr, Liverpool, we've heard Chelsea. But, I did a video on Mbappe, I think, last week where, the deal was just breaking. But Mbappe's refused that, £1 billion pretty much offer. He'd rather play Premier League than the Saudi League. Although, yeah, Chelsea have no European football, but that could be a positive for PSG because not lie if PSG were going to sell to a team like Man City, Man United, who were in the Champions League, they are selling to a direct rival in the Champions League because, we all know that one thing PSG haven't yet got, and that's the Champions League. So Chelsea could be a great team. 1 year, dominate the Premier League, no European football, and then just leave the Real Madrid on a free the season after. But yeah, the main story is saying that Chelsea are being encouraged by PSG. Of course, they want to get that money, and Mbappe himself doesn't want to get that Saudi Arabia deal, so it's very exciting. Of course, I reckon, is there likelihood in this deal? I'll give it 25%, but that's 25% more than I would have thought any other day. So that's good about Mbappe. On to the next story. And from Mbappe to Robert Sanchez. Now, yeah, and it's no surprise Chelsea are looking at a goalkeeper. Kepa, being the most expensive goalkeeper ever, hasn't really lived up to the hype, but we're returning to Brighton once again to try and get ripped off as possible, as I go to see Parker Turner, who have said Chelsea goalkeeper coach Ben Roberts, who was previously at Brighton, has sung Robert Sanchez's praises and is keen on a reunion. Brighton are open to all offers, including loans. And this was broken by Nathan Gizzen, who said Chelsea have internally decided on targeting Brighton's Robert Sanchez as the goalkeeper to provide competition for Kepa Arrizabalaga. Well, that's all it would be, competition. As much as Kepa isn't an elite goalkeeper, he's not. Well, Robert Sanchez, once again, in his best season last year, was still worse in all metrics compared to Kepa's worst season. Raya is also the other keeper that seems to be linked with Bayern and Arsenal, so Chelsea, why aren't we going to David Raya, who's a lot better keeper than Robert Sanchez? All keepers seem to be Spanish that we're speaking about today, but yeah, David Raya, of course, Arsenal want him to be a backup. I don't think we should, be negotiating with Brighton ever because of what they're doing to us and Caicedo, which we'll be talking about later, but yeah. It's a no for Sanchez, but it's a yes for Raya if that were to come. Apparently, we're interested in Raya, but a story has not come out yet. When it does, I'll keep you updated as always. But on to the next story. Following the signing of Leslie yesterday from Rennes, medicals completed. He'll be announced either today or tomorrow. It brings me, not a lot of joy to be talking about Caicedo, saying from Sports PO, saying talks between Chelsea and Brighton for Caicedo have collapsed and Chelsea have left active talks to sign him. Is this a bit of a poker situation where, yeah, we've got our backup, Brighton's backup for Caicedo, we're leaving, we gave you 80 million and you didn't want it, so we're going to leave, Brighton comes scuttering back and Caicedo could push for a deal, I'm not too sure. Only the one story on this, but once again, all I can say is that Chelsea left negotiations for Enzo Fernandez in January, as I remember, and Enzo Fernandez is wearing a Chelsea shirt right now, so that's not the end of the world. Of course, our fifth and final bid apparently was submitted a couple of days ago. We're yet to know how much that was or if it's been rejected, but, going to be more than £80 million, 85, 90 even. Brighton need to pull their finger out and just accept it because, let's not lie, they need the money more than Chelsea. I mean, we could get a pick of the bunch. We've got their backup to Caicedo. But, yeah, we're 14 days out from the season and we don't have a recognisable second DM to partner Enzo Fernandez. So it's pretty imperative that we were to sign Caicedo. But on to the next story. And, you know, with Mbappe and what we're talking about now, Chelsea are kind of building a bit of a French Revolution team, and that I'm going back to Fabrizio Romano saying after completing a Kuchua deal with Rennes, Chelsea will focus again on negotiations for Eli Wahi. Talks will continue the next days to agree terms with Montpellier and then loan Wahi to Strasbourg. Chelsea know there are 2 more clubs trying to convince Wahi. Well, I think Atletico Madrid are the other team, not too sure about the other. But the main thing is that we might be loaning him out to Strasbourg. We're yet to decide whether Leslie will be going out to Strasbourg as well. Strasbourg, you know, could have a better team than Chelsea at the end of the year and could qualify for Champions League football in Ligue 1, which is very exciting. But once again, we're not really sure where we're going to have these 2 players in Chelsea's first team because, you know, or Strasbourg. So it's very exciting. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for more Chelsea transfer news videos where hopefully Mbappe gets a bit closer. See